What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a copycat Chipotle recipe. Basically what I get when I'm trying to go low carb. So we're going to do no rice today, but we're going to show you everything we got. So let's get started. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you kind of a way that I do my own salsa. Typically, I just buy the Trader Joe's like medium especial salsa, and it's pretty good. But this is kind of like an easy way to make your own salsa at home. So I just get these whole peeled tomatoes, nothing fancy. I'm gonna pull these out and try not to stab myself.
Do you want to use a fork?
Yeah, I probably should. You don't have to take all those off. I just toss them in. We're just gonna toss the whole thing in.
So you're gonna use the save the liquid then?
I'm gonna use the liquid.
Or yeah.
We got some Chipotle salsa. I'm gonna put 2 of these in there with a little bit of the sauce. I think it helps. It helps with the color. We're gonna. Oh. Well, I got the wrong Chipotle. I got the Chipotle salsa and not the Chipotle like Chipotles. So.
What's in it?
This is just ground up Chipotles. I'm just gonna estimate roughly what we're gonna put in here. That's probably good. Maybe a little more for good measure. Why not? Diced green chilies. We're gonna toss a few of those in there. With these, I don't add the liquid. I just put the peppers in. So like half the can. So now I showed you guys already that I prepped kind of a lot of things for this recipe, but I cut up 3 serranos. Just cut off the tops, and I'm just gonna toss those in there. And I also have part of an onion, but I'm gonna save that for now. And then a bunch of, a bunch of cilantro. And I'm just gonna kind of rip off. I usually just take like a handful. I try to like get rid of the stems, but honestly, it's not a big deal. It's all gonna be ground up anyway. Salt, just a dash, and a bit of pepper, and a bit of cumin. Now, obviously, all these things are pretty much canned or processed. You can do fresh, but for time's sake, I'm just kind of using everything that's been already prepped. I'm just gonna take like a bunch. I love garlic, so I'm just gonna get that in there. Close this up. Gotta make sure it tastes right before you take it out. Now, obviously, like I said, I saved the onion for last because I'm gonna wait until this is pretty much done. Now I'm tasting it, 1, for salt, and 2, spice level. It's not very hot. I cut up this jalapeno because I was gonna use it in my beans. But I'm gonna take half and put that in there. Maybe a little more than half. Salt, I think we're actually pretty good, which surprising. I'm actually just gonna toss the onion in there. Whoop. Whole thing back on the blender. So I just kind of wanted to pulse the onion so that it kind of just chops it up, and I don't have to do it, so I'm kind of cheating. All right, so we just finished up the salsa. Katie's giving it a try.
It's a nice medium.
I'm gonna use this for our Chipotle recipe that we're making today. Now again, some of these things I've prepped or they've been processed or canned or whatever. You can use fresh ingredients. Obviously, I think it's better to use fresh. You do get a little bit better flavor. But to be honest with you, this is the way I've been making salsa. This is the way I learned from my mom's friends and my mom herself. This is the way to do it. You just saw it, less than 5 minutes to make this salsa. Super easy, super quick. So that's kind of it. Let's get to making the fajita mix. All right, so when it comes to Chipotle, I love getting the fajita mix. We're gonna make some fajita mix. As you saw, we already prepped everything. We cut everything up. I made this fresh. I got this pan piping hot, okay? I want it really hot because I want to sear all of these veggies. I just used a little bit of this. Okay, I used a lot, I'll be honest. It came out kind of quick. This extra virgin olive oil spray. Just used some of that. And we're just gonna go right in. Woo, that's a lot of fajita mix. So same thing here, I haven't seasoned anything, but we're gonna do a little salt and a little pepper. And this little secret, I'm gonna use a little Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle.
It's spicy.
It is spicy. The red peppers and green peppers are looking nice and tasty. Yeah, so it's done. So I'm gonna take these. And just for now, since we're kind of prepping everything for the Chipotle bowl. So now we've got the salsa done, we got the fajita mix done, And now, actually, I'm gonna trade places with Katie, and we're gonna show you how we do our black beans.
Pippin. So, I'm gonna show you how to make black beans. Chopping some onions. I'm just chopping it kind of finely. And some jalapeno. I will leave the pulp though, because that's where all the heat is. And I do want some heat, but not too crazy. So I'm just finely chopping avocado oil. Just a little bit, just enough so that the veggies don't stick. So the vegetables are translucent, or at least the onions. So now I'm gonna add the beans. I already drained them. They aren't sodium free, so I didn't add any salt because they tend to get salty really quickly. I want them a little bit soupy, so I'm actually gonna add some water. I wanna add a few things to this before we let it simmer for a while. I'm gonna do part of it bay leaf because it's nice and earthy. Some cumin, smoked paprika, black pepper, secret ingredient, Trader Joe's chili lime seasoning. Yeah, I'll let it simmer for 20 or 30 minutes. Beans, done, good to go. Back to you, Vince.
Okay, so we just finished up the fajita mix. We got Katie's black beans. We got the chicken, which I grilled downstairs. I didn't do any seasoning on this. Obviously, like, you get the char grilled flavor from the Chipotle, but we're gonna start with our fajita mix as usual. You know, usually they go like, they don't give you anything, but here at Casa de KT Events, we do a lot of fajita mix up in here. So we're gonna do that. We got the black bean mix. We're gonna get that laid out. And then we're gonna finish off with about 4.5 ounces of chicken here. And like I said, I don't do the rice when I'm doing low carb, which part of the 4 weeks to shred, it's pretty much a low carb plan. We're gonna finish off with a little salsa. This is our homemade salsa we got here. Hearts of romaine, that's what they use. We're just gonna put that on top. I picked up this fat-free cheddar cheese. Just gonna put a little bit of that on here. All right, so there you go. There's the Copycat Chipotle bowl. And just so you guys can compare and contrast. So there's the difference right there. So there you have it. Copycat Chipotle bowl. I'll put the full macros up here for the homemade version, and I'll put the macros for the Chipotle version, this one right here, up on the screen now. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. It's delicious and nutritious.